Well, Teresa, why don't you and Whitney have a seat there? The sooner we can get this unpleasantness over, the better for all of us, Mr. Lomax.
I apologize for taking you away from the country club, Mrs. Crane. But I was under the impression that you didn't want to draw any attention to this situation.
No, I don't, actually. Oh, Ethan, good, here you are.
What's going on, Mother? I was still at the courthouse after Sheridan's hearing when I got Frank's message saying you wanted me to come home.
It's about the investigation. Mr. Lomax claims that he has found the girl that is stalking you.
Oh, good work, Frank. It's about time. So who is she?
The answer's right under your nose, Ethan. Right here.
What is it now, Officer Lopez Fitzgerald? You're everywhere I go.
You're the one who's way out of place here, Miss Crane.
As usual, you don't know what you're talking about, because I'm here to see... Oh, no, it can't be.
What's the problem this time, Miss Crane? The blueberry muffin that you filched from me didn't quite meet your high standards.
Oh, please, tell me you're following me. Tell me anything. Just don't tell me you're the director of this youth center.
The one and only. Now, what about it?
Can my luck get any worse? I thought I'd never see you again.
Will someone please tell me what's going on here?
You know the woman I told you about? The one who's driving me crazy? That's her.
Oh, man.
Now, I've got some work to do, so I'd appreciate it if you'd leave. You see, this is the youth center. A place where kids who don't have bags of money can hang out, learn things. You've obviously made the wrong turn. The jewelry store is down the block.
I didn't make a wrong turn. I'm here because of you.
Timmy and Tabitha put up a brave fight, Tabitha. But Timmy and Tabitha lost. Not that Timmy's blaming you, Tabitha. Not that Timmy thinks maybe you shouldn't have drunk yourself to death just when all hell's about to break loose. So what if Charity's back and is this close to finding out her mother's twin sister is Grace Bennett? So what if you told Timmy what would happen if the two sisters ever got together again? So what if their reunion means they could create a power so strong that Timmy and Tabitha couldn't stand a chance? So what if Timmy's all alone to deal with it now? But Timmy can't speak ill of the dead. The truth is, Tabitha, you were Timmy's reason for living. You were all Timmy had. Bye-bye, Tabby. It definitely won't be the same without you.
Come on, guys. My mom's at her shop.
You'll see, Charity. Mrs. Bennett's gonna help us find your missing relative. Then you and your mom won't have to move away.
Oh, no.
What is it, Kay? Don't you want Charity to stay in Harmony?
Of course I do, Miguel. It's just that I don't want Charity to get her hopes up when it might not work out.
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry about it, Kay. I've got a really good feeling about this. Let's go, Jessica.
You've got to stall them. I can't think of anything else. See you later, Kay.
Hi, guys. I just stopped by to see Kay.
Am I glad to see you, Reese?
You are?
Yeah. Forget my mother. Reese is exactly who we need to find the person Charity's looking for.
Can't believe it, Sam. After all these years, the person you're talking to on the computer is my family.
That's what Seeker is saying, Grace.
Ask again, will you? Just in case.
Seeker, are you saying that you are family to my Grace?
Can my search for my twin finally be over? Yes. I'm Grace's family. Sam, I found my family.
I'm so happy for you. Come on. Talk talk to your family.
It's me, Grace. Please tell me who you are.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
You look beautiful today, Kay. That headscarf is really becoming.
Thanks, Reese.
Excuse me, but I don't see how Reese could possibly help Charity with her search.
It's so obvious. I can't believe I didn't think of it sooner. Reese, your dad works at the bank downtown, right?
He's president.
Well, so practically everyone in Harmony goes in there. I'm sure your dad has seen the person Charity's looking for.
It's possible.
It's a brilliant idea, Kay. Even if I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We're desperately trying to find someone who probably lives in Harmony, Reese. Maybe we could talk to your father.
He's out of town, Miguel. He won't be back until next week.
Well, that idea's out. I'll be long gone by then.
What are you talking about? We haven't even started looking. I'm gonna call my brother Luis at the youth center right now.
You better hurry, Miguel. Charity doesn't have much time. I'm going over to the shop. Make sure Mom doesn't go anywhere.
Thanks, Jessica.
No problem. Don't even think about trying anything while I'm gone. You're not gonna sabotage this.
So, who are you looking for, Charity?
I'm Grace. I've been waiting more than 20 years to find my family. Who are you? Oh, I want so much to believe it's you, Grace. What if it's a trick? What if it's them? How do I know it's really you? Cross my heart and hope to die if I ever lied to you. Oh my goodness, how did she know that?
But I didn't break your teeth, said Faith. Cross my heart and hope to die if I ever lie to you.
I'm your sister, Grace. I'm your twin sister, Faith. Sam, I have a twin sister. I have a twin named Faith.
You prayed for her, sister.
And I thought she was a twin, remember? And I guess I figured that's why part of me was missing. Where are you? When can we meet? I'm not sure that we should meet. She's not sure we should meet. Why, Sam? I mean, she said she's my twin. I mean, after all these years where she hasn't known where I was or if I was even alive, why wouldn't she want to meet me?
Look, I don't know, but ask her.
Why don't you think we should meet? We were so close when we were young. Why didn't you try to get in touch with me all these years? Was it them? Did they get you?
Timmy will never forget you, Talitha. Timmy and Talitha have been through the thick and thin ever since you sewed Timmy together. But it was all worth it. Good night, Timmy's princess. Someday Timmy and Taz will meet again. It could be a lot sooner than Timmy thinks if Taz is not around to stop Grace and Faith from getting together. This can't happen! Timmy won't let you die on him,
Don't tell me you're here because of me. That's the last thing in the world that I would want.
Oh, believe me, I want it even less.
So, when did you two lovebirds meet?
This is the guy I told you about, the one that I've crossed paths with a few times.
Crossed paths. Now why don't you tell him the truth? You smashed into 2 of my cars. You sent her?
It's me, Luis.
Hey, what do you want, Miguel?
This a bad time?
Yeah. But not for you. Everything okay? I knew you were kind of down about that girl moving away.
Good news, Luis. Charity's back. She's with me right now.
Yeah, that's great. She's staying in Harmony for good?
It all depends on whether we find her mom's twin sister. The problem is we're running out of time. I was thinking since you're a cop, you'd have a way of tracking down Charity's aunt.
I'll give it my best shot. Tell you what, I'll give you a call back from the police station and you can fill me in on the details.
You got it. I guess Mama was right. If 2 people are meant to be together, nothing can keep them apart.
I'm glad for you, little brother. Later.
You know, if your friend could have gotten his way, I never would have made it out of jail.
And you think this is all because your last name is Crane?
I know it is.
You two shouldn't be in the same room at the same time.
You got that right. Would you mind showing the lady to her car, Hank? I want her out of here.
There was nothing I would like better than to leave and never come back, but I can't.
Oh, and why not? And don't tell me it's because of me again.
Actually, Luis, she needs to see the director.
Oh, yeah? Well, why's that?
Because Judge Lawford assigned me to the director of the youth center for my community service.
You work here with me. No way, no how.
I don't understand, Frank. What are you saying?
This girl knows our stalker. She's covering for her.
Perhaps you don't realize, Frank, but this girl that you're accusing happens to be my personal assistant.
No, I didn't know. But that doesn't change my opinion that she knows who our stalker is.
Is this true, Teresa? Do you know anything about the young woman who's been stalking me?
The only thing I know is what I already told your investigator.
And what was that?
Well, he showed me a sketch of the girl he said he was stalking you, and I told him I knew her, but that her family had taken her away to South America.
She is lying. The girl who's been after you is right here in Harmony, and both these girls know it.
What makes you so sure, Frank?
The gardener at the country club. He identified the girl in my sketch. He's positive that he saw your stalker this morning at the club.
I see.
There's more. I ran into this young woman with her sister and her friend at the wharf. Her sister's about to identify my sketch when she shuts her up. For some reason, both of these girls are covering up for the person that's stalking you, Ethan.
This is a very serious charge, girls.
I know, Mrs. Crane.
If you know this girl who has been stalking my son, then you have to stop protecting her. She's a very troubled girl, and she needs to be stopped so she can get the help she needs. I want the truth, Teresa.
As far as I know, Mrs. Crane, the girl you're looking for is in South America.
You know these girls are lying, don't you?
My brother's gonna do what he can to help us find your aunt.
I don't know what to say, Miguel. Everyone's been so kind in trying to help. I just hope we find her before it's too late.
You're worried about your mom, aren't you?
Well, she's gonna be frantic if I don't make it home before dark.
We heard Miguel on the phone. Your aunt is your mother's twin?
Identical.
Very interesting. And there are many studies of identical twins who were separated. They share a unique bond. Whenever one feels something, the other feels it too, no matter how great the distance between them.
Yeah, my mom believes that. I mean, even though she hasn't seen her sister in years, she thinks about her all the time. And now I've actually seen her with my own eyes. She looks exactly like my mom. But she was gone when I got off the bus.
That's where your mom comes in, Kay. Once she hears a description of Charity's aunt, she may even know her name.
It's kind of a long shot, don't you think?
I would have agreed with you this morning, Kay. But that was before I spotted my aunt in the street in Harmony. I mean, my mom's sister's been missing for years.
That's how long it's been since your mother's seen her sister?
Yeah, years. Why?
That's gotta be hard on them. That's all. I just had the craziest thought. I know who Charity's looking for.
No one got me. I was in a fire in Boston 20 years ago. And when I came to in the hospital, I didn't remember anything before the fire. I've had amnesia.
Hey, Dad, what's going on?
Look, honey, unless this is really important, it's not a good time to interrupt your mom right now.
But it is important. Charity and Miguel need to talk to her. She promised to help them find someone.
Look, we'll have Charity and Miguel come over in a little while and let your mom deal with what she's dealing with right now.
Is Mom all right?
Oh, yes, honey, she's fine. Something very extraordinary is happening right now. And look, I'll explain it to you later. Just tell Miguel to give her a few minutes.
Okay, Dad.
Okay?
Now I know why you never contacted me, Grace. It makes sense. They started the fire. They tried to kill Grace.
It's no use. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for days of old lang syne? What's Timmy doing? Timmy's gotta make tracks. Toad won't need this where she's going. One good thing, Timmy will never have to see that nasty cat Fluffy again. Ah. It wasn't always sunshine and lollipops, Tabitha. But for a crazy old lady, you're okay. Peace. Tabitha? She's alive! Alive!
Your accusations against Teresa and Whitney are ridiculous, Frank. You hired me to do a job, and I'm doing it. Ethan, both these girls know more than they're admitting.
So you keep saying. Look, Frank, if you were accusing anybody else of a cover-up, maybe I'd buy it. But Teresa and Whitney have no reason to lie.
They both come from very good families.
Whitney's mother is a respected doctor, and her father is the athletic coach at the high school.
Teresa's mother is Pilar, my housekeeper, who has worked for me for years and who I am very fond of.
Besides, Teresa knows that the stalker is dangerous to me and everyone in the family.
They are protecting someone. Who is it? A relative? A girlfriend?
Teresa, what's wrong? Are you all right?
I think she'll be okay if I just get some cold water on her face.
Oh, of course, dear. There's a powder room right at the end of the hall.
Thank you.
I am telling you, they know something.
Lighten up, Frank. You're treating two obviously innocent girls as if they were criminals.
Are you okay, Teresa?
I'm fine. I just had to stop that Frank guy from bulldozing us.
Well, I had to get us out of there. If Ethan would have looked in your eyes 5 seconds longer, he would have recognized you.
It's so unfair, Whitney. Ethan thinks I was stalking him when I never was. I wish I could have stayed in his arms forever.
You're supposed to be over him, Teresa.
I try, Whitney. I really do. But when he looks at me the way he did just now, my heart melts.
Oh, well, we are both going to go into meltdown if Frank convinces Mrs. Crane and Ethan he's right. Goodbye fashion career for you and tennis future for me. Unless they have tournaments in jail.
Neither one of us is going to jail, Whitney. That's why we have to stick to our story, no matter how tough it gets in there.
Well, easy for you to say, Teresa. I am a terrible liar. I mean, my knees were knocking so hard in there, I'm surprised nobody heard them.
We gotta play it cool, Whitney. If Ethan finds out I'm the girl he thinks is stalking him, he'll hate me. We have to convince him and his mother to drop the investigation.
Well, how are we gonna do that?
We'll have to find a way. If we don't, that bloodhound they hired will hammer at us until we crack it, and then we're cooked. Really cooked.
You never asked how the hearing went, Mother.
Well, I knew it would go well when Mayor Demarest called the police chief.
What are you talking about?
Your father called the mayor and threatened to file a sexual harassment suit against Officer Lopez Fitzgerald.
Father ordered me not to play the harassment card because he didn't want the press leaping all over Sheridan's name. How could he go and use it himself?
Well, I believe your father made the distinction that his way was behind closed doors.
He had no right to interfere.
You haven't been home long, Ethan. Your father frequently plays God. You'll get used to it.
The hell I will, and neither will Sheridan. She will be furious that her brother used her name without her consent.
Well, I wouldn't tell Sheridan, Ethan. There's no reason she really has to know.
I don't care who told you to perform your community service here. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, if I could change my sentence, I would.
What game are you playing now?
What?
You really asking me to believe that you didn't plan this? What were you hoping to accomplish by coming here?
Excuse me?
Oh, did you think that I was gonna throw you out? That way you wouldn't have to perform any of your community service at all.
You know, you really need your head examined. You probably arranged for me to come work here just so you could torture someone named Crane on a daily basis.
If I might say something?
What?
It's clear neither of you wants to be around the other.
Oh, you got that right, Hank.
Double for me.
Well, there is a way out of this mess.
Well, I'm all ears.
Before you got back, Miss Crane offered to make a sizable financial contribution to the center in lieu of her 100 hours.
Oh, a bribe!
Oh, no, no, no. I am not going to give you another reason to arrest me. Forget it.
Hold on a second. There's no need to be hasty here, okay? You know the center needs some money. If you let Miss Crane write another check, then...
There's no way I'm letting her buy her way out of her sentence. There are some things that Crane money can't corrupt.
You know, I don't need to take this from you.
Well, you won't have to. I'm calling Judge Lawford and having you transferred to some other volunteer organization. I just pity the poor people who she assigns you to.
You know, why don't you have me signed up for a chain gang? I'd rather go do that than have to work for you.
Oh.
Oh, well, Teresa, are you feeling better?
I'm much better, thank you, Mrs. Crane. I just hope you believe I'm not protecting anyone.
We're not accusing you of anything, Teresa.
I swear that girl in the sketch is far away from Harmony by now.
Yeah, her whole family moved.
Oh, that's right. She won't be back. I'm sure she'll never be a problem to you again.
Well, I certainly would like to believe that that's true.
Well, you can, Mrs. Crane. I'm sure all the incidents with the paint and the milkshakes and everything else were just accidents. She was just nervous being so close to your son.
You almost sound as if you were there, Teresa.
Oh, well, it's just I can imagine how she felt. I mean, I was so nervous the first time I met anyone from your family that, well, my knees were knocking together. I'm surprised you didn't hear them. My whole first day, I was afraid I'd spill something, too.
Oh, honey, you can't compare yourself to that troubled girl. I mean, she stalked Ethan onto the grounds.
Oh, but she's long gone. Unless you want to hunt her down in South America.
Teresa's right. There's no point in continuing this investigation.
Don't worry, Charity. It's gonna work out. We have people helping us now.
That's what I can't get over. I never had friends before.
It is driving me crazy to have Charity around here. I thought I got rid of her.
That could be tougher to do than you think, Kay.
What do you mean? Tell me your idea.
I could be way off base here, but when Charity said her mother's twin has been lost for years, it made me think of your mom.
My mom? My mother doesn't even know if she has any family.
That's because she had amnesia, right?
Yeah.
But she's been searching for the answers to her past for years. And wouldn't it be wild if Charity's aunt turned out to be your mom?
Don't even think that, Simone.
It fits!
There is no way Charity's mother is my mom's twin. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What's wrong, Kay?
Please, tell me where you live, Faith. I live in Castleton.
Castleton?
That's not very far at all, Sam.
Your sister was so close and we never knew.
Maybe that's why I've had all these feelings about my past. Maybe I sensed that Faith was near. We're practically neighbors, Faith. I live in Harmony. That's amazing. My daughter actually hoped you lived there. I have a niece, Sam. Our children have a cousin. I mean, you've always had Hank and all your relatives. Now I have a family.
I am so happy for you.
I mean, I have a sister and a niece, and I can like buy them birthday presents and Christmas presents. I mean, we can fill our whole house with the family we love during the holidays. I have my own family.
You finally got your wish.
My husband and I have 2 daughters and a son that's away at school. Our children are first cousins. I would love to see photos of my nieces and nephew, but I have a surprise for you first, Grace. This is a picture of us when we were younger. It's all I've had of you all these years. Even they couldn't take that away from me. Who's this they she's talking about?
You were dead, Tabitha. Timmy brought you back to life. You owe it to me.
Have you forgotten I gave you life, Dollface? Or even... Oh, Timmy, get me an aspirin. My head's splitting. Make that 2 aspirin. Extra strength. Oh, I'm never gonna drink champagne again as long as I live. But it was a great celebration, Timmy, wasn't it? And that Charity brat and her mother are gone forever.
Timmy hates to spoil your miraculous recovery, Tabitha. But Timmy's got a teensy-weensy bit of bad news for you.
The only bad news you could give me would be that the brat was back and she was next door at the Bennett's house with the kids almost ready to see Grace.
That's about it in a nutshell. Except for one thing. Charity's with that boy. The one who keeps saving her. Wait till they see Grace Bennett as her mother's twin sister.
Over my dead body.
Oh.
It's been some day for you, hasn't it?
You've got no idea.
I've got just the ticket to relax you. How about joining me for dinner tonight?
Sure.
Great.
I'm not questioning your judgment, Your Honor. It's just that you didn't know all the facts. Take my word for it. This is not going to work. Yes, Your Honor. I understand. Yes, Your Honor.
So where'd you have me reassigned to, officer? Cleaning restrooms in the bus terminals or picking up roadkill off the highways?
The judge refused to reassign your community service.
You've got to be kidding me.
Do I look like I'm kidding?
Hey, so you have to work together. What's 100 hours? It'll be over in no time.
Well, this family certainly can't afford any more problems. But how can we be sure your stalker's in South America?
If Teresa says she is, I believe her.
But what if she went and came back?
Maybe we can ask Miss Russell to enlighten us on that. You still haven't told me why you stopped your sister from identifying the girl in my sketch.
Oh, well, that day I thought that,
I can tell you why. Whitney's sister is at that age where she craves excitement of any kind. I'm sure she would have said just about anything to be part of an investigation.
Is that true, Whitney?
well, my sister is very young.
Well, it's exactly like I said. He can't believe a word about kids that age.
Why do you keep answering for your friend?
I just wish you'd stop hounding us when we've told you everything we know.
I'm trying to find the truth. Give me a couple minutes alone with these girls, will you?
I don't know, Frank.
I know what I'm doing, Ethan. I've never dropped the ball in the case yet, and I don't intend to start now.
I know you're dedicated to your work, Frank, but I don't see any need in questioning the girls any further. Will you excuse me? I have a phone call to make.
I thought you wanted to catch the woman who was terrorizing your son.
I do.
Then let me do what you hired me to do.
All right, yes, I want to get to the bottom of this, so go ahead and continue your investigation, Frank.
Thank you, Mrs. Crane.
I'm late for an appointment.
Okay. Now it is just us. I want the truth.
Nothing's wrong, Miguel.
Good. You mind if Charity uses your phone to call her mother?
Of course not. Go ahead, Charity.
It's not that far-fetched, Kay. Charity's mother and your mother could be sisters.
Forget it, Simone. You've been watching too many TV movies.
Just think about it. Charity said she saw her aunt right here in town.
So what? I'm sure Charity's seen my mother 1,000,000 times. They're obviously not the same person.
But what if Charity has never seen your mother? What if they've always just missed each other?
No way. Charity's been to Harmony a bunch of times now. She could have seen my mother at the carnival or at Miguel's mother's birthday party. She could have seen her right here in the house. Not to mention that photo of Mom in the refrigerator. How could she miss that?
Maybe because she's only got eyes for Miguel. She could have missed it, Kay.
What are you trying to do, Simone? Give me a heart attack?
Of course not.
Then stop it. The only thing between me and Miguel is Miss Goo Goo Eyes Charity. And now you're trying to make her out to be my cousin? I would never get rid of her. It's still busy. Maybe she's online. She goes online sometimes to try to track down her twin. Wait till she hears that her sister's right here in Harmony.
Look, Sam. It's a picture of me and Faith before we lost each other.
Absolutely identical. That's exactly how you looked when I first saw you.
Must have been taken right before the fire. I got the picture of Faith, but I can't wait to see you in person. I never want to lose you again. It's the only way to keep them away. I don't understand, Faith. Who are they? They
are the forces of darkness. I'm afraid they're in harmony. They're very close to you, Grace.
I can't believe that Charity brat is back again. She's worse than Rasputin.
Rasputin? Who's that?
Oh, let me tell you, Timmy. There was a man who could curl a girl's toes. Never mind, you're too young. Anyway, we haven't got time. We've got to deal with that Charity brat. She and Grace Bennett cannot meet.
How are you going to stop her, Tabitha?
Grace is usually in her awful cutesy-poo little shop around this time. I think I'll pay her a little visit. Make sure that the brat doesn't show up. Give me my fur boa.
Timmy will get it.
And my cape, please, Timmy.
What if you're too late, Tabitha?
Don't even think it. No more nice, Tabitha. It's time to play rough.